In this problem, determine from the first principle to find the gradient function. So the gradient function y is equals to 1 by x, or this function can be written as, say, function of x is equals to 1 by x. So y equal to 1 by x or f of x equals to 1 by x is same meaning. So by using the first principle, we could write down differentiation of this function, limit s tends to 0, here h, f of x plus h minus f of x, right? Limit h tends to 0, here h, so the value of f of x plus h, so here the function f of x is equals to 1 by x, so we could write down 1 by x plus h minus 1 by x. Now what I can do here, multiply with x by x, and here x plus h over x plus h. Why? Here we have to write down limit h tends to 0, here h. So why we have done this? Because we have a common numerator for the both term within this function. So we actually have the LCM will be x of x plus h. So we could write down x minus x, and plus minus it will be minus h. So this x cancel out each other. So limit h tends to 0, h, and here numerator will be x plus h, and here minus h left. So this h cancel out. Now the following line, of course, limit h tends to 0. Now how it's look like? So this is minus 1 by x. Now if we plug in the value instead of h, so we won't find the value of infinity, so we could plug in here. As a result, we should not write down this limit within this line. So when we plug in the value of 0 here, or value of 0 instead h, so in that line we should not write down the limit. And here the final answer will be minus 1 by x squared. So this is the answer. Another practice case, let's say the function y of equals to x cubed. Now by using the first principle, we could write down f of x differentiation, first order differentiation, f of x is equals to limit h tends to 0, here h, and function of x plus h minus f of x. This is the definition. Now plug in the value, limit h tends to 0, and here h, and as this is the function y is equals to x cube, now we have to write down instead of x it is x plus h, so it will be x plus h whole cube minus f of x means x cube, so let's write down the value of x cube. Now again we have to write down limit h tends to 0 until unless we are plugging the value of s is 0, and we should not write down the value of h tends to 0 where we find the value is infinity or 0 by 0 order. So let's simplify. So x plus h whole cube, basic algebra. So x cube plus 3 x square h plus 3 x h square plus h cube minus x cube. So x cube cancel out, h. So the following line will be, of course, limit h tends to 0, and here at denominator h is common in every term, so let's common h is a common part from each of the terms. So this is 3 x square plus 3 x h plus square, and here h. Why? Because we have to cancel out this h at the denominator, so there will be no infinity we found. So the major task have done. So now it's time to plug in the value of h tends to 0. Why we are plugging here? Because if we plug in here, so there will some absolute value we find. So this is 3 x square plus 3 x dot 0 plus 0 square. So the value will be 3 x square. So this is the answer. So in this example, we have a function f of x is equals to 3x square plus 2x. By using the first order or first principle, so by using first principle, we could write down the first order differentiation of f of x is equals to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x, limit h tends to 0, and here the function f of x plus h. So let's plug in the value of x plus h instead of x. So here 3 x plus h whole square plus 2 times x plus h minus, let's use the first bracket. So the function of fx means 3 x square plus 2x, and of course here h. So the following line will be limit h tends to 0, and the basic algebraic formula will be a square plus b square. So x square plus 2xh plus h square, bracket close, then plus, so 2x plus 2h minus 3x square minus 2x, right? So this 2x and this 2x cancel out, and here will be h. Afterward, limit h tends to 0. Here h 3x square plus 6xh plus 3h square plus 2h minus 3x square. So this 3x square, this 3x square cancel out. Now it's time to do more simplification. So we have to common h from this 3 terms. So if it is h, so it will be 6x plus 3h plus 2, and of course here the 2h. So h is cancel out. Now if we plug in the value of 0 at h, so it won't be infinity or 0 by 0 order. So we could plug in the value of 0 instead of h. So 6x plus 3.0 plus 2. So we could write down 6x plus 2. So this is the final answer.